And we are Kate's co-maid of honors.
I guess she couldn't decide which one of us she liked best.
So we've known Kate since about 4th grade. So it all started in Mrs. Lauer's class, and it was a dark, stormy recess afternoon. And we all bonded over playing with these Briar Horse, like these horse figurines. And that just kicked off our friendship, and throughout the years we've become more like sisters. And so come college, we're all 3 of us in different states, and we would do a lot of Skype dates together. And so one day we heard about this guy named Dave, and we were like, who's this guy? And she used to say how much she really likes him, how he's such a great guy. And so we were like, oh wow, let's see where this goes. And then come New Year's several years ago, we were coming down up by Michigan, so to kind of meet this guy. And on the way up, we were like, we're gonna have to put him through the ringer, like we're gonna have to test him, make sure he's up to par with Kate, because she's a awesome lady. So we gotta make sure that he is worthy of her. So he had to pass through all of our tests. Because, you know, you have to find someone, you have to marry the one who gives you the same feeling you get when you see food coming at a restaurant. So it's very important.
And boy, did she look at him like a nice snack. Okay, all kidding aside. On the way back, we were talking about how he couldn't have been a better match for her. Like the way they looked at each other, the way they were together, it was just perfect. And it's only gotten better as time has progressed. And we really couldn't be more happy for you guys. You really are such a great couple. And congratulations. We wish you the best in your marriage and all of your future adventures together.
Let us all raise a glass and toast to the Mr. and Mrs.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Let's go, Andy.
What's up? I'm Andrew. I'm Dave's youngest brother. So I wrote a little something here. So I'm looking back at growing up with David. It's clear that he's one of the top 2 older brothers I would have ever wanted to have. Being my oldest brother, he set the standard of how things should be done and set a great example of how someone should live their life. Through running, he showed the importance of finding something you are passionate about and chasing after that passion with everything you have. There were countless days I can remember where the weather was awful, and I remember him coming back to the house with like icicles hanging off his eyelashes. I have pictures. And it would have been easy for him to like take those days off from running, like I would have never thought anything of it. But he knew deep down in order to reach his goals, he had to be ready to work every single day. Gotta find my spot. This mindset he showed me and Daniel carried over to us, whether it was through like Daniel musicals, running, or me in basketball, as we realized the importance of giving everything we had to what we're doing. Through David, I learned how to react when faced with challenges or failures. I can think back to his regional cross-country meet his sophomore year of high school, as he kind of collapsed on the course and finished far behind what was expected of him. As a younger kid, I learned he would respond from failures like this by not letting them define him and working harder. And he did bounce back, and he became the regional champion in cross country his senior year of high school. Because of his humble attitude, I'm sure a lot of you don't know many of his accomplishments, so I'll just say them. He won the Athlete of the Year award for Byron Center High School, and he kind of broke the mold that would be the popular like basketball or football athletes. He also has a 5K PR of 14 minutes and 35 seconds, which is pretty fast. he had a great career at Calvin, and he won the MIAA Conference Championship in the 10K. It is clear that David has some awesome accomplishments. He's also shown how much he cares for others, though. And whether it was coming to every single one of my basketball games in high school, and many of my track meets, or sending me an encouraging or motivational text when he can't be there, I know he's always thinking of me and wants what is best for me. And as I think of David and Kate spending the rest of their lives together, I know he will carry the same attitude. Kate, even though he's going to be a goofball sometimes, I know he will be there for you no matter what. He's one of a kind. I'm excited to see where God leads you guys. And then one last thing I wanted to add is that even though David went to Calvin, I know deep down he'll always be a Hope basketball fan. Go Hope. So raise your glass to David and Kate.
All right, did I follow that? Like Andrew said, I'm the next oldest sibling. So David and Kate, congratulations. You did it, you're finally here. And I think I speak for everyone when I say, you're finally here. It's been a long time coming and I'm so happy for both of you. David, you were always mom and dad's favorite. Or at least you were for the first 2 years of your life when I came along. But seriously, as brothers, we've literally known each other our whole lives and have been through so much together. And trust me, I've got a lot of scars to prove it. You've always been such a great role model and leader for Andrew and I over the years. As the oldest, you were always the first one to be involved in activities and accomplish things. Whether it was doing well in school, the way you interacted with your friends, or the success you found in sports and in running, I always looked up to you. Honestly, David, I'm surprised you are sitting here right now. I thought you'd be out for a run. See, for those of you who don't know, David was infamous for making us late because of his running schedule. But you've always been so dedicated and hardworking, and I know that those qualities will continue to be reflected in the way that you love and care for Kate. Now, Kate, you look beautiful today. David is lucky to have found someone like you. If I remember right, I think I first met you in college even before David did. I remember thinking you were so friendly and interested in getting to know others. You're smart, kind, and you compliment David so well. Over the last several years, I've seen you and David sharing so much joy together as you've gone on many dates and adventures together. You've made time for each other even when you've been busy and separated by many miles. That's just a testament of how much you love each other. Kate, I'm so happy to officially have you as a part of our family. Now, this next part, I just wanted to share a few tips, as I've been married a few years now. I know that makes me in no way an expert in marriage advice, but I did want to come up with a few things just to share with David and Kate, 5 helpful things I've learned so far. But, not to beat a dead horse here, but since you both enjoy running so much, I figured I'd relate them to running as well. So, tip number one, marriage takes training. As you know, good runners are not overnight success stories. It takes consistent training. In the same way, a successful marriage takes time and practice. It takes a high level of dedication and commitment, and it's a constant learning process. Just like training for a race, marriage takes sacrifice and making each other a priority, even in times when you may not feel like it. Number 2, marriage has uphills and downhills. Now, when running, you may experience difficult terrain, snow, scorching heat. In the same way, life has hills and valleys. So during the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, just celebrate one another in the good times and comfort one another in the bad. Now, runners take comfort in knowing that for every uphill, there is a downhill. So in tough times, just push through it and know that it's worth it and we'll get better. Number 3, your marriage needs to stay hydrated. So things you put in your body affect your overall stamina and health. In marriage, I'd like to say words are like the fuel. The things you say to each other can either be like junk food or they can be nutritious. One thing I continue to learn in my marriage each day is to always think before I speak. Is what you're going to say going to build them up or tear them down? So speak words of life and positivity to each other. Number 4, marriage takes endurance. Catching on? Marriage is not an all-out sprint. You're in it for the long haul. So, as you know, when running long distances, you need to find a good pace and maintain your energy over several miles. Over the course of your marriage through each season, you will also need to maintain a strong love for one another. Always make time for each other and invest into each other so you can continue to grow stronger and stand the test of time. And lastly, number 5, one of my favorites, marriage depends on a running buddy. One of my favorite parts of running was being with teammates and the camaraderie that went with it. Running is definitely easier with someone at your side. Someone running beside you helps encourage you and motivate you. In the same way, in marriage, someone having beside you to support and encourage you is extremely important. It's more than just living together. It's going through life with a partner and a friend. Always remember to have fun, laugh, and enjoy the journey together. So, once again, congratulations, you guys. We know God has great plans for both of you. We love you and wish you all the best in marriage and in life. And one more thing, go Calvin. Now, let's raise our glass to David and Kate.